Looks like somebody found that hole for me. I didn't have to dig it out. And that's amazing how many times you can tell your kids to stay away from an area because there's holes. You don't want them to fall in and get hurt. And it looks to me like they fell right about here when they put their foot in that hole right there. One day they'll learn. Time to rebait these and get them set out. I've already seen a couple yellow jackets flying around. Might as well get a jump start on their traps. I'm fresh out of cotton balls by the looks of it. So, do some improvising. Wow, I think these gloves are getting old too. But you can buy the bait for these traps so you can rebait them instead of buying a whole new trap. Since I've seen a couple of these floating around, looks a cotton ball right there. Seen a couple yellow jackets floating around. I might as well get these things set up. Catch them before they start multiplying. At least around my house and my garage build and around this area where I'm building everything. For the ones that don't have cotton balls, I'm just going to use some toilet paper, kind of fold it up so it stays down in there. A little bit of impatience, a little bit of spring preparation. I figured I'd get out here and unbury these 10 holes. These are for the greenhouse. I'm going to pour these, the concrete, in these little footings. And then I'm going to dig, after the snow melts, I'll dig the 5 down the center and pour those. Those will be for the center posts. Before I came out here and dug these out, I made 3 or 4 phone calls just to make sure all the county plans and county permits, all that stuff's in order. I had a couple questions on a couple things. The electrical, I have to pull a separate permit for electrical. It's state inspected, not county inspected. So I had to call them and see if my idea of what I wanted to do was going to work, and see what about setbacks, because what I want to do is put an outbuilding outside my transformer that's on the ground over there. It's a 400 amp, 400 main amp, whatever you want to call it, transformer. So I'm going to build an outbuilding, and as long as the outbuilding is less than 120 square feet, I don't need a permit for it, unless you add electrical. So I called the county and made sure that putting the electrical box on the outside didn't count as adding electrical to it, because I'm not going to put lights or wires inside it. It's just going to be a storage shed. So that's fine, I can do that, and then I can run a sub panel to my house, a sub panel to my garage in the future, and a sub panel to my well. So it kind of separates out everything. Instead of putting a 400 amp main on my house and then pulling from that to the well and that to the garage, it lets me isolate certain buildings if I need to work on something. So those phone calls were made. Everything seems like it's going to be fine. Everybody's in agreement that what I want to do, I can do, and it won't be a problem. So a little bit more time out here, let the snow melt off, and we'll get some projects started, get this greenhouse started, and probably before the house. I got to let the ground dry out a little bit more over there before I start that. And I've got to do a little plumbing research to see what the plumbing entails underneath a slab, how it goes, where I need one of the little P-traps, all that kind of stuff. So I've got some research to do. But I'm getting a little antsy, so I figured I'd come out here and dig some of this snow up. Until next time, guys, go make something.